the dumbest sports ever invented. Solo synchronized swimming. Wait, what? Not only does solo synchronized swimming exist, but it actually somehow found its way into 3 Olympic Games. If synchronized swimming is based on your ability to match up and coordinate movements perfectly alongside a fellow swimmer, the solo version of the sport essentially boils down to splashing around in the water to music by yourself. Supporters of this supposed sport will tell you that the synchronization comes between the competitor and the music they are performing to, but there's a reason why the sport gained little traction after being added to the Olympic program at the 1984 Los Angeles Games. Shin kicking. Beauty can sometimes be found in the simplicity of sport. Soccer's central objective, use your feet to transfer the ball down the field and into the opposing net, carries a simple purity that helps explain the sport's moniker as the beautiful game. Shin kicking certainly is simple, but it's hard to identify the act of holding onto your opponent's shoulders and mercilessly assailing their shins as beautiful. Despite this, the sport has forged on, sore shins and all, since originating in the 1600s. Apparently, some people aren't content to merely kick a ball. Wife carrying competitions. The annual Wife Carrying World Championships in Sonkajärvi, Finland have become world-renowned, as the event's unique prize reward is of winning the wife's weight in beer. While widespread curiosity and bemusement may earn the event plenty of attention, it remains unclear which participants this competition is enjoyable for. It doesn't seem all that fun for the husband, who must tote his wife on his back through an obstacle course consisting of mud, sand, and water. Nor would it seem particularly pleasant for the wife, who was left to blindly bump along the terrain while hanging upside down. Rock, paper, scissors! Somewhere along the line, the game of rock, paper, scissors went from being a juvenile way of settling minor disputes in grade school to a lucrative, internationally recognized event. Since 2002, when the World Rock, Paper, Scissors Society standardized a set of rules for international play, they have run annual international world championships, which typically include elaborate staging and lucrative cash prizes. In 2004, the championships were even broadcast in the United States on Fox Sports Net. Crab racing. In the Bucco Valley of Trinidad and Tobago, crab racing is serious business. There are jockeys, crab-specific training, and even selected breeding practices employed. Here, crabs are harnessed and prodded to get them to run the right way, often with gambling serving as the underlying motivator for spectators. While this sounds like the type of competition that takes place in the back alleys, there's actually a governing body known as the National Crab Racing Association, which runs races across Canada and the United States. These events often culminate in a fresh-boiled crab dinner, typically coming courtesy of the race participants. Toe wrestling. As ridiculous and inane as dumb sports go, toe wrestling at least makes some degree of sense. It stands to reason that someone would eventually translate the widespread popularity of thumb wrestling towards the feet. Unfortunately, that person, whoever they may be, clearly never imagined toe wrestling in their head. To put it frankly, the sight of people battling intensely with their legs outstretched and toes intertwined is pretty stupid. Unsurprisingly, organizers with the World Toe Wrestling Competition were unsuccessful in their 1997 bid to have toe wrestling added to the Olympic slate. In this video, we've gone over quite a few silly sports, but I hope you enjoyed it all the same. Here are some other videos that you might like. Don't forget to subscribe.